Hello everyone, in this video I will be showing two teams that I used to clear Grand Voyage Luffy level 5. Now, they really aren't that different. The only thing that's changed between them is the friend captain. The new superclass super tandem kid makes this Grand Voyage a lot more easier. He is just that powerful, I guess. Being a superclass for driven really helps since all the units on the team are going to be driven anyways. And if you don't have that Alvida support, you can use this Brook instead of page 1, who will also get rid of defense up. The purpose of Alvida and Brook, you only need one of them, is that they will get rid of the 1 turn of defense up on the final boss stage. Now, talking about some other supports here. Law is needed, Dofi is needed, Moria is not needed, but he is nice to have in case you lack damage, and Zoro level 5 is needed for the 2-turn chain lock. Again, Alvida is not required if you have the Brook, but you do need one, so either way you will be using a Kizuna rare recruit in some way on the team. Either using Brook in replacement for page 1 or using Alvida support on Bucky Crew. It is important to kill all these stages in 1 turn, all these opening stages I mean. Stage 4 you will spend 3 turns, and on stage 5 you will spend 2 turns. It shouldn't be too difficult since you do have Bucky Crew swap to guarantee a matching orb as well as providing an affinity boost for driven characters. On this 3rd stage, try to attack the Princess Turtle with a matching orb. She will be the hardest to kill since she has just incredibly high defense. On this stage, you can reset the game before the preemptive is over to try and reset in case you get too many empty or bomb orbs, because NL will not be able to convert those orbs into matching. Tandem orbs are fine. I don't know if this stage can give you recovery orbs. I'm assuming they won't, because recovery orbs have uses outside of just improving damage since they can heal you. And I don't know if the game is kind enough to give you healing, even though it's not really useful in a time limited content. I mean turn limited. But yeah. All you really need to do in the first 2 turns is to kill Nami. You can have Zoro at essentially full health, though you may struggle with damage if you leave Zoro at full health. So just try to do as much damage as you possibly can for these first 2 turns. And then on the 3rd turn, it's pretty easy. You just use Kid Special and hit Greats, since that will allow you to keep the full board of matching orbs that Kid gives, since he will put a perfect lock on all your characters that will make their orbs unchangeable until you hit that perfect. You'll also buff the chain, so hitting Greats isn't that much of a detriment, because they will be giving chain boost as if you were hitting perfects, but even better. I do launch page 1 special last, but that isn't necessary because you will need more than 2 specials, and I only have 2 specials to get a higher chain boost. So it didn't matter what order I launched page 1 special in, since I was always going to get a 3 times chain lock. If you wanted to, you could use superclass earlier on. I decided to save it personally, just to improve Katakuri's attack boost to be safe around the final stage. The level limit break on NL can probably be counteracted by just putting CC on Perona and Buggy. I don't know if this team struggles with HP, because I do only have 4,000, but like you're consistently getting HP cut by both Kid and NL, so I don't know how much of it is actually relevant. I don't think it's that hard to find a friend Captain Kid, especially around the time I'm posting this video, since there is a turtle farm event and Kid is one of the highest drop boosters. But if you can't manage to find one, this Blackbeard unit will also do. He is the dual unit, and the big downside of this team, if you don't have Kizuna Brook, is that you will have Orb RNG on the boss stage, though you have 2 attempts to get a matching orb. And unfavorable orbs will work as well, since Buggy can convert those to matching. So 2 turns to try and attempt to get a Psy and Int Orb on. For me, I only had to get 3 because Buggy already guarantees his own matching orb, and you can tap in a way so that you try and conserve a matching orb on Blackbeard and Katakuri. At least that was what I did. Also try and enter stage 4 with Blackbeard on his Tremor fruit side. That is his Whitebeard Devil Fruit, the one that cuts HP, the one I am on right now in this video as I am talking. The one with the white crack marks on his art. Yes, this one where he cuts the HP, because this will allow you to kill. It's pretty hard to explain if you don't understand damage limit, but Enel does AoE damage, so he will be putting 1 damage on the enemy you are not targeting, which means that if you didn't have the HP cut, let's say you're trying to kill Nami, she will be left at 1 HP, since one of the damage was placed on Zoro. So Zoro has -1 HP. Well, not -1 HP, but like he has his HP -1, but Nami has her HP left at 1 since you placed 1 damage on Zoro. But for this team, you want to kill Zoro first, because I don't want to deal with Slotbind or whatever else he does. Now we are entering the Orb RNG part. You want to conserve as many matching orbs going into the next stage, because you want as few little RNG parts. So what I did here was I tapped in a way that conserved Katakuris and Blackbeards. It's probably smarter to conserve page 1 since he has the highest base attack, or will have the highest base attack after Moria support is activated. And Moria support is probably necessary since this team has a lot less damage than the first team. As you can see, we did not get matching orbs on Perona, page 1, or NL. So we will have to tap on those characters to try and reroll for a matching orb. Psy orbs, as I said earlier, will also work since Buggy Crew will convert them to matching. In case you were wondering, the difference between Blackbeard's and Kid's damage is that, for one, Kid just has a strictly higher multiplier in their captain ability. Kid also provides Superclass, which is a 20% stat boost to all driven characters. And Kid's Superclass ability also provides a buff which increases any attack boost given to the crew. So Katakuri's attack boost is upgraded, which also is a damage boost. I did manage to get one on Perona, but she has the lowest base attack here, so not very useful. And 4 matching orbs just was not enough, especially lacking one on page 1. If I had one on page 1, maybe I could have cleared. I'm not sure though. But yeah, this first clip I fail. And the second clip, I did manage to get a few more matching orbs. Well, they were Psy orbs, which got converted to matching. if you have Kazuna Brook, I would recommend replacing page 1 with the Brook, because Brook will, first of all, reduce the defense up, which means you won't have to run Alvida, which means you can run a stat boosting support on Buggy Crew. And second of all, you can attach like a Luffy support, either Kung Fu Luffy or 6+ time skip Luffy or 6-star time skip Luffy. And those will all reduce the Orb RNG. Kung Fu Luffy will guarantee adjacent mashing orbs, but the other Luffy supports will make certain orbs beneficial for one turn. So that's essentially the same thing.